Hello everyone and welcome to my Summerslam 2017 predictions, which is a video that I've already done, but I didn't have my mic on. Amateur hour. But Summerslam is coming, it's gonna be on this Sunday, live from Brooklyn, I think? Yeah, Barclays Center. And it's the biggest party of the summer, and there's 13 matches to be predicted. So let's get it on. First match is of the kickoff is Jason Jordan and the Hardy Boys versus the Mistourage. Uh, is the Miz a part of the Mistourage or is just the Miz and the Mistourage? I never got that. Doesn't matter. This is a waste of a IC championship on the kickoff, not being defended actually, not even involved in a feud. This match is just here just because. He just hit my mic. Just here just because, you know. I know the Hardy Boys were supposed to be on the main card for fighting the Revival, but Scott Dawson got injured. Wow, wow. That's a shame, because they're a damn good tag team. And Jason Jordan was revealed as the son of Kurt Angle. That definitely didn't work out for him. Didn't work out for him because he's on the kickoff and nobody really gives a damn. He's been beating jobbers on Monday Night Raw. But my prediction for this match, it's easy, it's simple. The Hardy Boys and Jason Jordan will beat The Miz and The Miz Taraj. Next match is the New Day versus the Usos. Uh, Usos are the tag team champions. New Day are the tag team champions. The Usos were the tag team champions. So Battleground came, which they lost the titles to the New Day. It was a really good match. And my prediction for this match is that the Usos will beat the New Day because there's not enough tag teams on SmackDown. They're gonna have to play hot potato with the titles. There's no one that would challenge the New Day. Right now, that would be the team that's attacking Rizango, but like they're gonna go into a feud against Breezango first. So the New Day will lose the titles to the Usos, then win it back. Little hot potato game there. Uh, they always have good matches, so it's gonna be a good match. It's a shame it's on the kickoff. Next match is Akira Tozawa versus Neville again. These two can put on great matches, but again, sad they're on the kickoff, and I'm not gonna watch this match because I never watched the kickoff. It's a shame. Tozawa won the title last Monday Night Raw. Uh, the titles brand finally got a title, which is great. I like the titles brand, but also like Neville. My prediction is that Neville will lose again, but he will get the title back in like a month or so, something like that. It will get that title back soon. And Akira Tozawa is a good champion, and I like the title brand. So the fact that he won, I'm happy with it. By the way, just something apart. Whoever saw Neville in 205 Live, damn, that was scary. He looked broken. He looked like broken Matt Hardy. It's crazy. And finally, on the main card, we have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. It's actually Demon Balor because we're using his demon gimmick. His attire and an entrance, I guess. Which I don't get why WWE promoted that. You know, Finn Balor said, "I got my demons too," and WWE went like, "Oh, Demon Balor versus Bray Wyatt." Don't say it like that. Um, don't promote it like that. I get it, you want to sell the network, but you already have Brock Lesnar, Nakamura, John Cena. You won't sell the network to people, to more people, just because of Demon Balor. But for this match, because it's Demon Balor versus Bray Wyatt can take losses. WWE doesn't care if Bray Wyatt loses or wins. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to protect Demon Balor because it's Demon Balor, so like this whole thing, he brings out the demon and he doesn't lose. So because of that, Finn Balor will beat Bray Wyatt. The next match is one that should be on the kickoff. useless match. Nobody cares. It's Big Show versus Big Cass. The useless match should be on kickoff. In a shark cage match. Why did they call it a shark cage match? It doesn't make sense. None of the competitors, Big Show or Big Cass, will be on a shark cage. It's gonna be Enzo Amore, and I don't get why you as Big Cass would want Enzo Amore on a shark cage. It's gonna be talking and talking and shouting at you. You'll probably dance on the cage, like there's a little dance. Terrible idea, Big Cass. You just only 7 feet tall, no brain. And because of that, it's Big Cass, and he's a big dude, and he's gonna get a push. He's gonna win. He's gonna beat the Big Show. That's my prediction. Next match, Randy Orton versus Rusev should be on the kickoff as well. I know it's Randy Orton. I know it's Rusev. I love Rusev. Handsome Rusev. I don't get why when he returned he didn't get a run as a face, because he would be top baby face on the company. I'm telling you that. Guy's funny. Just watch Up Up Down Down channel. Watch the videos where Rusev is in. He's damn funny. But we have this match, Randy Orton versus Rusev. And Rusev came on SmackDown. He was like, John Cena didn't beat me. Whatever he said after that. And I want real competition. And then Randy Orton came out and gave him an RKO. So they decided to have a match at SummerSlam because of that. They announced it right there. SummerSlam match, Randy Orton versus Rusev. Could be a good match. Sure, it's not more important than the tag titles or the Cruiserweight Championship. But I'm gonna go because Randy Orton is boring as a face, right? I hope we get the old Randy Orton when he used to kill people. That guy. And Rusev needs a win, and you know, if he gets a win, that will help him. I'm gonna go with Rusev. Rusev wins. Naomi versus Natalia for the SmackDown Women's Championship match is the next match, and I'm gonna say Natalia wins. Naomi's been a boring champion. She put lights on the belt. That doesn't really help the thing. She has the whole thing. Oh, I'm a fighting champion. She always asks for a title match, but she never gets it. Battleground. She had a watch #1 contenders match. What was that? Which Natalia won. Um, Natalia won. She's probably at the end of her career, I'd say. I guess this will be her last run as champion. I'm gonna say Natalia wins. And Naomi, she'll do her dance and, stuff. Next match is Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. Alexa Bliss she's been a good champion. She's not been out of the world, but she's been a good champion. And Sasha Banks has been there. This was actually supposed to be Bayley versus Alexa Bliss for the title, but she got injured. Putting the title on Sasha doesn't bring much to the table. It won't change it a lot. And the difference will be now you have a heel champion. If Sasha wins, you have a champion that's a face, right? And because you know what to say. If it's not broken, don't fix it or change it, right? So I'm gonna say keep Alexa Bliss as champion, and I predict that she will retain her title. The next match is Sheamus and Cesaro versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins for the Raw Tag Team titles. And because I've been going through their whole reuniting, trust me, you don't trust me, I don't trust you, and they finally trusted each other and fisted each other, right? Um, I want to say Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins will win the tag titles. which is a shame. I really like Sheamus and Cesaro as tag team champions. They're a really good team. Uh, they're hard hitting too. Like I like them as champions. And again, if it's not broken, don't change it. But I feel like WWE went through the whole reuniting Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Uh, I don't know. I really want to see Ambrose turn on Rollins because I want to see him as a heel and Rollins as a face. If you pretend between them two, but but I feel like they'll win the tag titles, and that's my prediction. Rollins and Dean will win the tag titles. Next match is AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. Shane McMahon as special guest referee for this match, which is actually for the US title match. For the US title, it's a US title match. Jesus, that was hard. My prediction: AJ Styles will retain, and hopefully they will have a great match. Cause these two can put on a great match, but you just haven't. You know, Backlash they had the finish was actually wasn't that bad. But then at Battleground they had a screwy finish. Same on SmackDown. Just been the finish has been ruining the whole match, and the match has been ending a bit too early. They've been only given like 10 minutes or so. So hopefully now they have a really good match and not a screwy finish. I predict AJ Styles will win and retain the US title. Next match is John Cena versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, you wasted a briefcase, a Money in the Bank briefcase. What a waste that was. Um, I don't know what WWE will do with Baron Corbin, uh, but I predict that John Cena will beat him, and then Baron Corbin will go on like a rampage or something and just destroy everyone on SmackDown, while John Cena will go to Monday Night Raw because they're gonna have a new sort of what do they call it? Roaster. What did they call it last time? It's not a draft. It's a whatever they call it. You know, people are gonna switch brands. There's even a rumor that people will go down to NXT, which would be kind of cool. Um, Ziggler is one of the guys who probably go back to NXT. I would love that. Actually, I would love that. But I'm gonna say Baron Corbin will lose. You know, just because he lost the briefcase and he loses Cena at SummerSlam, which would be like Cena's first victory since 2010. Yeah, 2010. You know, that will just make Corbin go crazy and just destroy everyone on SmackDown. Next match is the WWE Championship match. Jinder Mahal versus Nakamura. Nakamura wins. That's my prediction. He has to win. Jinder Mahal beats Nakamura. That would be crazy. Nakamura will probably go back to Japan if that happens. Um, yeah, Jinder Mahal will lose the title. That's probably his last run as champion. WWE apparently is done with the whole promoting the WWE network on India and having an Indian champion, even though he's from Calgary, Canada. Uh, but whatever. Uh, and Nakamura, he should win the championship. Jinder Mahal has done his whole thing, and you people don't like me because I'm brown or whatever. You know, it didn't get boring, yeah, but let's not get to that stage where people just, this is boring. It's been decent, but let's finish it. Let's make Nakamura champion. And the next match, the main event, the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal title. Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. If Lesnar loses the title, he will go. He will leave WWE with Paul Heyman. Both of them will leave. Um, and my prediction here is something people didn't. I haven't seen anyone say this. which is surprising. But my prediction is Roman Reigns will win the title. Not only will he win the title, he will have Paul Heyman on his side. Right? Paul Heyman will join forces with Roman Reigns. He's gonna turn on Lesnar. Trust me. Paul Heyman. How many times has Paul Heyman like said, "Oh, look how good Roman Reigns is"? You know, he said he would beat Stone Cold back at WrestleMania 31. Their feud. It beat Stone Cold. It beat Hulk Hogan. It would beat uh, The Rock. And that's what Paul Heyman said about Roman Reigns. And the build up for this match and who should be the number one contender for Brock's title. He said that Roman Reigns was the only one that deserved it because he beat The Undertaker, because he's Roman Reigns. Just said a couple stuff about Roman Reigns. He's always been praising Roman Reigns and bashing the other ones. And I feel like he will turn on Lesnar, and Lesnar will leave the company after Mania 34, right? Next Mania. Because he's done it all in WWE. Like, there's nothing else for him to do. Beat the streak, he won the Rumble, he beat Goldberg at Mania finally. He won the title like 3 times. Like, there's nothing else for Brock to do. Sure, he could fight AJ Styles. That'd be a really good match. Nakamura, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman on one-on-one. But I don't feel like WWE cares about that. So, we're gonna have, that's a way of keeping Paul Heyman. You make him join forces with Roman Reigns. Um, so yeah, that's my prediction. Roman Reigns will become Universal Champion after Paul Heyman turns on Brock Lesnar. So yeah, those are my predictions. Like the video, subscribe, and tell me your predictions on the comments. Tell me what you think is gonna happen. So see ya next time.